The sun hung low in the sky, casting long shadows across the golden sands of the Giza Plateau. I had arrived at the pyramids with a sense of awe that was almost palpable. But little did I know that this journey would reveal facets of these ancient wonders that I had never imagined. The Great Pyramid of Khufu loomed before me, a colossal structure that had stood for millennia, its limestone casing gleaming in the late afternoon light. I could feel the weight of history pressing down on me, as if the very air was thick with the whispers of those who had come before. As I approached the pyramid, I noticed the intricate carvings that adorned its base, each hieroglyph telling a story of gods and pharaohs, of life and death. I knelt down, tracing my fingers over the weathered stone, feeling the grooves and indentations that had been shaped by skilled hands thousands of years ago. It was as if the pyramid was alive, breathing the stories of its past into the present. The carvings depicted not just the grandeur of the pharaohs, but also scenes of daily life, of people planting crops and herding cattle, reminding me that these monumental structures were built not just for the afterlife, but as a testament to the life that existed before. My guide, an elderly man named Amir, noticed my fascination and smiled knowingly. He had spent his life exploring the pyramids, and his eyes sparkled with the wisdom of ages. "You see more than most," he said, his voice rich with the cadence of the desert. "Many come here and only see stones, but these stones hold secrets if you know how to listen." Intrigued, I followed him as he led me around the base of the Great Pyramid, pointing out the subtle details that most visitors overlooked. "Look closely," he urged, gesturing toward a series of small indentations near the corner of the pyramid. These are not just random marks. They were made by the ancient builders to align the stones with the stars. Each stone was placed with precision, guided by the cosmos. I squinted, trying to comprehend the magnitude of such alignment, realizing that these men had not only been architects, but also astronomers, weaving the heavens into the very fabric of their construction. Amir continued to share anecdotes about the builders, recounting tales of their lives, their struggles, and their triumphs. He spoke of the workers who toiled under the relentless sun, their hands calloused and their backs bent, yet their spirits unyielded. They believed they were building not just for their pharaoh, but for eternity, he said, his voice tinged with reverence. Each stone they laid was a prayer, a hope for immortality. I could almost hear the echoes of their laughter and their songs, reverberating through the ages as they sang to the rhythm of their labor. As the shadows grew longer, Amir led me to a narrow passageway that snaked its way into the heart of the pyramid. I hesitated at the entrance, the cool darkness beckoning me forward. "This is where the magic happens," he said, his eyes gleaming with excitement. "Inside, you will find the true essence of the pyramid." I took a deep breath and stepped inside, the air instantly cooler and heavier. The walls of the passage were lined with smooth stones, polished by the hands of countless workers. I could feel the energy pulsing through the air, a tangible connection to the past. As I ventured deeper into the pyramid, I marveled at the engineering marvels that surrounded me. Air shafts that aligned with celestial bodies, chambers designed to capture the sound of the human voice, and corridors that twisted and turned in a labyrinthine fashion, each corner revealing new mysteries. I reached the king's chamber, a vast room that felt both sacred and imposing. The granite walls gleamed in the dim light, and at the center lay the sarcophagus of Khufu, a magnificent stone box that had once held the body of the pharaoh. I approached it cautiously, my heart racing. The air was thick with the weight of history, and I could almost sense the presence of the ancient ruler. I knelt before the sarcophagus, my fingers brushing against the cool surface, and in that moment I felt a connection that transcended time. Amir stood quietly beside me, allowing the silence to envelop us. "This is where the journey of the soul begins," he whispered. The pharaoh believed that his spirit would ascend to the heavens, joining the stars. I closed my eyes, envisioning the rituals that had taken place in this very chamber. The priests chanting, the incense swirling, the hopes of a civilization resting upon this one man's journey into the afterlife. As I opened my eyes, I noticed something glimmering in the corner of the chamber. I approached it cautiously, discovering a small, intricately carved amulet lying on the floor. It was a representation of the Eye of Horus, a symbol of protection and royal power. I picked it up, feeling the coolness of the stone against my palm. "This is a rare find," Amir said, his voice filled with excitement. "It must have belonged to someone of great importance." I marveled at the thought that this small object had survived the millennia, a tangible link to a world long gone. With the amulet safely tucked away, I continued my exploration of the pyramid, each corner revealing new wonders. I discovered hidden alcoves adorned with more hieroglyphs, depicting the journey of the soul through the afterlife, and I learned of the various deities that played a role in this mystical voyage. The walls seemed to come alive with stories, and I felt as if I were walking through a living tapestry of ancient beliefs. After what felt like hours, Amir guided me back through the passageway and into the sunlight. The brightness was almost blinding after the darkness of the pyramid, and I squinted as I stepped back onto the sand. The sky had turned a brilliant shade of orange, the sun dipping toward the horizon, casting a warm glow over the pyramids. I felt a sense of renewal, as if I had emerged not just from the depths of the pyramid, but from a journey through time itself. As we walked around the base of the Great Pyramid, Amir pointed out the surrounding landscape. "Look at the Sphinx," he said, gesturing towards the enigmatic creature lying in repose nearby. "It guards the pyramids, a symbol of strength and wisdom." I gazed at the Sphinx, its features weathered by time yet still commanding respect. There was something hauntingly beautiful about its presence, a reminder of the mysteries that lay buried in the sands of Egypt. Amir led me to a vantage point where we could see the pyramids in their entirety, the three structures standing proudly against the backdrop of the desert. "You see, they are not just tombs," he said, his voice filled with passion. "They are a bridge between our world and the divine. Each pyramid is a beacon of light, guiding the souls of the departed to the afterlife." I took a moment to absorb his words, realizing that these structures were not merely monuments to the dead, but reflections of a civilization's beliefs, aspirations, and connections to the cosmos. As the sun set, painting the sky in hues of purple and gold, I felt a profound sense of gratitude for this experience. The pyramids had revealed themselves to me in ways I had never anticipated, each stone a testament to human ingenuity and the quest for immortality. I had come seeking knowledge, but what I found was a deeper understanding of the human spirit, its dreams, its fears, and its relentless pursuit of meaning. With the stars beginning to twinkle above, I turned to Amir, who stood beside me, a guardian of stories and secrets. "Thank you for sharing this journey with me," I said, my heart full. "You have opened my eyes to the wonders of the past." He smiled, a twinkle in his eye. "The pyramids are always here, waiting to be discovered. It is the seekers who must be willing to listen." As I made my way back to my accommodations that evening, the echoes of the pyramids lingered in my mind. I felt a connection to the ancient builders, to the pharaohs, to the very essence of Egypt itself. The pyramids were more than just stone. They were a testament to the human experience, a reminder that we are all part of a larger story, one that transcends time and space. I knew that my journey was far from over. The pyramids had ignited a spark within me, a desire to delve deeper into the mysteries of history and to uncover the stories that lay hidden beneath the sands. As I lay in bed that night, the stars twinkling brightly outside my window, I felt a sense of peace wash over me. The pyramids had shared their secrets, and in return, I had promised to carry their stories forward, to be a voice for those who had come before. In the days that followed, I explored the surrounding areas, visiting ancient temples and bustling markets, each experience deepening my understanding of Egypt's rich tapestry. I spoke with local artisans, listened to their tales of craftsmanship passed down through generations, and marveled at the resilience of a culture that had endured through the ages. Each encounter was a reminder that the past was not a distant memory, but a living, breathing entity that continued to shape the present. The pyramids had not only captivated my imagination, they had woven themselves into the very fabric of my being. I felt a sense of purpose, a calling to share what I had learned, to inspire others to seek their own journeys into the past. And so I began to write, documenting my experiences, my reflections, and the stories of those I had met. The pyramids had become more than just a destination. They were a catalyst for exploration, a gateway to understanding the complexities of humanity. As I prepared to leave Egypt, I took one last trip to the pyramids, standing before the Great Pyramid once more. I closed my eyes and breathed in the desert air, feeling the weight of history surround me. I whispered a silent promise to the ancient builders, to the pharaohs, and to the spirits that lingered in the shadows. I would carry their stories with me, sharing their legacy with the world, ensuring that their voices would never be forgotten. With a heart full of gratitude and a mind brimming with inspiration, I left the Giza plateau, the pyramids standing tall behind me. I knew that this was not the end of my journey, but rather the beginning of a lifelong quest to uncover the mysteries of the past, to seek out the stories that lay hidden in the sands of time. The pyramids had revealed their secrets to me, and in doing so, they had ignited a fire within me, a fire that would continue to burn brightly for years to come.